Hey, what's up? Yeah, just, coming back at you. You know what I'm saying? Check it out. Basically, I don't have no specific topic, but, I'm going to like skim off the top, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm very general. Because there's so many things, I probably have to say based on the aim that I'm going. My aim is some of these pimp niggas. Some of these Johnny come ladies, fake ass pimp niggas, you know what I'm saying? I call them fake because, for so long, you give them a pass, but then they going overboard, you know what I'm saying? To where it's if like they, really the face of this shit, you know what I'm saying? Maybe in their own area, in their own manner, but at the same token, files, trying to cover like Chicago to where it's if like, man, hey, we done it like this here. It's like when you see everybody else that's dead in jail or junkies, then you know what I'm saying. The motherfucker want to come up and say some things to where as if like try to cover all bases because they figured can't nobody challenge them, and ain't nobody gonna challenge them. Some of these dudes they say things behind these guys' back, but then won't step to them. Me myself, it's like this here. Again, they may say, oh, well, I don't know him from pimping or this, that, and other. Man, listen here, man. I execute all kind of game around here. You know what I'm saying? That's all it was, a game, man, till I transition. Once you know better, you do better. So therefore, man, you can't tell me what I don't know, pretty much, you know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of other dudes that know about certain things. They just chose to go a different way. I don't even call them squares. I just call them dudes that just chose to go a different route. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, um, my thing is these transition dudes, right? What I mean by that went from dope boys, dope men, whatever, to pimping, right? Okay, in other words, you know what I'm saying? Files, they switch lanes, switch names, and switch games. You know what I'm saying? Even though they were still in that other game, pretty much. So when they switch lanes, they jump into the pimping to try to get the feds off their back. You know what I'm saying? Files, okay, when they hear the feds sneaking around, when, the feds start putting the RICO Act down, right? So now they want to lay there and jump into the pimping. Yes, they had the money to buy the clothes, to look like this here, to imitate what pimping was like. Looked at a few videos, and then all of a sudden just come out of nowhere, just pop out of nowhere. It's just like a foreign motherfucking plant just pop out of no motherfucking way, like bam. Okay, people accept them because they figure like, okay, he fly, he riding the whips, he wearing the jewels, but he ain't got no game. Now, it's easy to knock you a girl. If a girl seeing that you about this life, so called, you know what I'm saying, imitating this life, okay, you knock you one hooker. One hooker, you understand, gonna bring you another hooker, so then there's two. So when you got two go out there and not one of each, you know what I'm saying? So in other words, you know what I'm saying, them two gonna bring back another two, so it'd be four. Now you four deep, you know what I'm saying? Because they looking at like, oh, my man doing this, he doing that, doing this, right? But nevertheless, man, he popped no type of game, you know what I'm saying, files no type of instructions, nothing, you know what I'm saying, that's really, you know what I'm saying, as far as, man, man, that's catchy, you know what I'm saying, to make her want to jump on this motherfucking train, right? But she already know about her horn already. If the other girl don't really show her how to hoe up, right? So he not really even instructing them what's what. They just going for what they know, right? So with that being said, now he coming up. He may be 4 deep. He may be 5 deep because remind you, like I say, they going out there and bumping hoes. Their instruction like, hey, bring another girl home. And some girls, they may not be happy as where they at, pretty much. So apparently they gonna come and jump, from pole to pole, or they jump from here and then just ride up under his umbrella, for protection and for whatever. Now, when they lay their fathers still in that game, but they trying to transition to the pimp game, so then they get another name. Some dudes get another name. I know dudes got another name. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much far they was this name, but later on they this name. Now I can understand if you in your teenage years and you up and coming far whatever game, whatever brand you trying to brand, right? Whether it's singing, rapping, whatever the case may be. Okay, you get you a name for your brand. But for a grown man to try to get his name in the pimping, you switching names. Either you got dirt on that name, or pretty much you trying to advertise you for something to be slick, to whereas if a person recognize you, for something which you really ain't even about. So that's what I mean by switching lanes, switching names, and switching games. Okay, they done switched lanes over to the pimp game, even though they still pitching on the side, right? Okay. Now, they done switched names as far as gave themselves a name. Because you be like, okay, for instance, if I ask about a certain person, like, hey man, such and such, right? They're like, nah, I don't know. I probably know him by face, but you're like, oh man, you know him because I seen y'all talking before. And you be like, man, there's a lot of dudes I know. But say, man, matter of fact, I got a picture of him. So when you show them a picture, they're like, yeah, I know that dude. Yeah, but I know him from this name. I know him from that name. Because he switched names from switching lanes. Now, he switched names. Now he switched games. They're like, oh, well, he pimping now. Oh, he pimping. Well, I know him from used to peddle that shit, that dope. Right? So now, since they let that fire switch names, now they in the game now. So, apparently, when they get caught by the feds or the feds touch them, which I heard their stories, personally know niggas that told me about the feds. I just didn't go in depth with them because it don't take no rocket scientists to figure it out. If they told me that the feds snatched them and then, told them, okay, hey, we gonna watch you, you can't do this here, but apparently you had to make a deal on something, whether you got some probation or something. I just didn't even question that because number 2 + 2 = 4, So it's not like they grabbed you, didn't charge you with nothing, but gave you probation, pretty much. So I ain't really going too much to go into detail because, what they told me, I just kind of like be shadow with them pretty much, because basically I know what I know. I done been around. I done been in the state system to know how the people come in and the people go out. But the feds is something totally different. They can get you on something that's very, very circumstantial evidence, which means, something really, they don't even have. It's just some hearsay, and therefore they can kind of like hold that against you if you never done time before, if you don't know your rights, and therefore if you're not strong enough to stay in that jail to where as if they release you, however, until they charge you. Then this dude started getting to talking and singing and whatnot because they never been up against nothing. Now, pretty much, only thing I'm just saying, all these fake dudes is talking about this pimping and this, that, and no. That's where I'm here to pick them apart. Those that I'm talking about. But those that have been in the game and those that are still around, listen here, they not the only ones that been down in this game, you know what I'm saying? Like in Chicago for whatever, they've probably been on that west side doing their thing, but you had some guys on the south side just as cold. They just wasn't on Front Street. They just the type that wasn't dressing with all the funny looking clothes and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? And looking around, you know what I'm saying? And the rhinestones here and the rhinestones there. They wear some nice jewels and all that shit, right? And nice tailor-mades, but they wasn't with all the I'm gonna get you sucker type look, right? They wasn't with that. They was more conservative, laid back. So as far as a person talking about that they was really one of the coldest pimps around like in the world, in their mind probably was, in their mind. But out south dudes didn't go hang out on the track with the west side dudes. Maybe the later on dudes did, but I'm talking about the dudes that's up in the 70s that I know of, you know what I'm saying, and used to see, however. It wasn't like I came out my door and I seen pimps and this, that, and other. I wanted to be like them. No. I done what I done. I pick what I pick. I apply what I apply. And that's what I went by. And when things, you know what I'm saying, that I didn't want to even mess with no more, that's because I had got something new to adapt to my hustle, whatever I was doing. So I didn't need no group of niggas. I only need the female that I was with, which was my girl back then in the days that we come up with and we got down. However, you know what I'm saying, like Bonnie and Clyde. However, you know, straight like that. We paired up with another team. That was just maybe for the day, or we probably went out of town together, you know, as like, man, a team. So, all I'm saying, today, some of those pimp dudes that fell back, they still selling them drugs to our people, pretty much. So that's how they surviving. Yeah, they may got some property, a little property, but the property got to get paid for, right? The property got to get paid for. And then not only get paid for, you know what I'm saying? You got to lay their files and be able to live how you was living files when you was getting money. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much. In other words, you got to be able to lay there and hold up files, you know, the well-being of the keeping the files, how you was dressing and spending the money and this, that, and other. So they still got that dope stuff on the side, right? You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, they probably still connected with the feds to where so they got that junior police pass. In other words, that let them do that there. So if they catch a state case, the feds can supersede that state case. All they gotta do is say, hey, I'm like agent 69, I'm agent 67, hey, call such and such, and they make that call. Man, they like, such and such, come on. You release. That's how they doing it. That's how they doing it. That's why I don't even try to get caught up in nobody's shit, right? I don't go over their house. It's a couple dudes that I kick it with here and there, but at the same token, I ain't trying to get into what they do, however, because, man, it don't take no rocket science to figure them out. Some of these dudes may say, hey, man, listen here, how can he talk about pimping, man, when, you know what I'm saying, files he no pimp? But listen here, man, like I said, I execute every game that it was as far as when it was smooth. I wasn't no robber. I was a finesser. I was a player, you understand, in whatever game I played. However, you know, I mixed that shit up like gumbo. So, you know, at no time I'm on Front Street gonna tell you files, man, how I done it, what's on TV, you know what I'm saying, or the internet shit, you know what I'm saying, like y'all be doing. Because one thing about that shit'll get you caught up. So, whatever I was doing, I was doing. So the reason why I could say what I say, because therefore some of you niggas, you know what I'm saying, it don't take no crystal ball, you know what I'm saying, to see, you know what I'm saying, through you niggas, because you niggas is the crystal ball, you heard? You know what I'm saying? Because you want to be on Front Street, you know, and be like, oh, I got this, I got that. I understand about the rappers. They, you know what I'm saying, they doing what they doing because they never had nothing that's good that's they doing, but they'll learn as time go along. Not all of them, because a lot of them learn at a young age pretty much to know how to finesse and, you know, just kind of like stay off the net with the flashing, right? Now, a lot of these other dudes, like I said, these dudes are connected with the feds. They are friends for real. No doubt about that shit. You hear it around here, and if you hear it around here, trust me, it ain't nothing that you really heard. I know dudes personally that told me they was in connection with the feds, they had them, and they let them go. So it's not nothing that I heard, it's something that I know, because they said it out their mouth, and I tell them in their face, you know what I'm saying? I didn't go into detail about what they asked them or this, that, and other, because it wasn't my business. I just know what I know, you know what I'm saying, and kind of like stay back, because they probably be wearing a wire then, who knows, even though they be wanting to know what I do, nigga, I just man my business, that's what I tell them, you know what I'm saying, pretty much, that's all I do, you heard? Now, like I said, as far as some of the dope boys, dope men, whatever you want to call them, hey, for you guys that associate with them dudes, man, don't never let them dudes take you to the mall, you know what I'm saying? Take you to the mall to where as if it be 3, 4, 5 of y'all, right? But he's spending all the money. And he carrying all the bags. Y'all walking behind him. So people know who got the money, or y'all carrying his bags. Man, listen here. Never be a follower like that, because you got a real homie and you down with him, you plug with him, you got his back, you know, if that's what you want to do, you know, be on his side as far as, man, make sure he's straight and you like taking chances with him, man. Listen here, he's supposed to lay there and take y'all shopping with him like, man, go for what y'all know, man, y'all get whatever, this, that, and other. If they not doing it like that, man, then therefore y'all not getting treated, y'all getting cheated, you know. Getting treated to be like flunkies. And when it's all said and done, man, you know, here it is. He got new outfits at the club, but y'all wearing some used that y'all had in y'all closet. However, man, them days is over. I see a lot of people still do that. They walk around shopping, and pretty much y'all ain't shopping. Y'all waiting to get paid later on in the week, whatever, or getting, whereas if you owe him. I know some dudes right now still sell drugs, still sell dope, been doing it for years. They got to be either working with the police or something. I don't know, because they still surviving, and I'm talking about out here with this game and still doing it. And the reason why I know they still doing it, because not that I hear it, it's because I know them and know what they do, but I don't even kick it with them, like be hanging like that. You know, we be kicking it, but they be fascinated with the game. They be fascinated if I was with, you know, how a person just been around and been down, you know what I'm saying, to where sip from they hustle. So therefore they really kind of like, man, you know, amazed to be associated with a person like myself or others, because that's how they speak on it. Now, it's kind of like crazy that they're still doing that, because like I said, they probably still working with the police. However, I don't even know for a fact, but 9 10 out of 10, it happens like that. That's what they do. And then they marks though. They marks get money. They straight marks. They marks straight up that I know marks. Ain't whooped no nigga ass. Done got robbed before, personally, that I know of. Got money. It ain't no grab with no gun. It's like motherfuckers just, hey, you know what I'm saying, up in where they thought, yeah, where I can get a connection through them. Motherfucker just took their money and like made them get the fuck on. Straight like that. Yes, it's niggas like that have been treated like that and still can get treated like that, but they have to go get somebody else. Man, don't get somebody else to do your dirt, man, unless that you that type of person. Whereas if you want to be swift and above suspicious, but out of sight. You know what I'm saying? In other words, you don't really, you know what I'm saying, files want to be noticed that it came from you, pretty much. Even though me, myself, I ain't going to sit in here and expose files how I would get down, because, you know, I don't think the average motherfucker for sure. You know, so I ain't finna get on here and files give no clue as far as how it gets down. Really though. While motherfucker sleeping, I'm motherfucker thinking. You can bet that, you know. So, you know, don't send no dudes. Do it yourself, man. Do it your motherfucking self. Don't send no motherfucking dudes at nobody, man. Do it yourself. If you want to get down, nigga, do it your motherfucking self, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, you know, don't try to put another person in jeopardy, you know, to do your dirt. Like, hey, man, you know, if you gangster, nigga, whatever you call yourself is, nigga, get down for your get down, man, for sure. You know? Now, for these other dudes that's talking about, yeah, man, step your game up or this, that, and other. Yeah, like they really been around here pimping and all that there. They know who that they is, pretty much. They already know. They already got the message from the first video. You know, I ain't getting no call back, no challenge, no nothing, because motherfuckers had ample enough time, and then they know how to reach me through other people, you know what I'm saying? And then if I run into them, a motherfucker say, hey man, hey Rayleigh, why you say that, man? Because motherfucker, I'm tired of you fake ass niggas running around here like y'all really doing something. You just can't lady at me time I'm getting away turkeys, I'm getting away clothes, I'm getting away toys. Okay, much as you like to be on that motherfucking YouTube shit, then it will show what you doing, because you will be filming like, man, this is what I'm doing. I'm giving away clothes or giving away turkey. You ain't gave away shit. Stop fucking lying. You ain't gave away a motherfucking thing around here. Much as you want to flash like, yeah, look at my car, look at my suit, yeah, look at this here, like you never had shit. You on Front Street and working with the police. Straight like that, because any real motherfucker, they wouldn't even be like that. They wouldn't be trying to front and flash, because the feds, they see the same videos. So you think they ain't gonna target you or send you to the IRS or whatever the case may be? Nigga, listen here. We already know, you know what I'm saying? And them the same peoples that already told me that the feds have fucked with them. But they ain't never done no time, never done no state time, never done nothing. You know, these Fed niggas I'm talking about, they never done no state time, never done shit. So if you done state time, you already know what you up against to shut your motherfucking mouth or know how to play it if you get caught by the feds on something, right? Now, again, like I say, if you was getting away some turkeys, clothes or anything. The same way you like to show off on this fucking YouTube shit, you would lay here and show off and show that you're giving away clothes, turkeys, and all that there that you say you're giving away. You know what I'm saying? You ain't giving away jack. Straight up. And not only that, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no sense of just saying, pull up your pants, telling young boys, pull up your pants, put down the guns. You say that same old goofy ass shit like the rest of these dudes. Get your monkey ass out there in the trenches, man. Get your motherfucking ass out there, nigga, in the hood, motherfucker, and represent files for your hood or whatever hood that the crime going down, and then walk around that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? And then talk to these young brothers if you got something to talk about instead of trying to tell them about how you rolling and how much game you got and you got to pay for this game, all of those stupid ass shit. Me, myself, nigga, I'm able to stand up to a motherfucker and tell him, goddamn it, what's what. Yeah, quit that fugazi ass fucking shit, man. You know, straight like that. You know, quit that shit, man. Yeah, I'm here to tell you, yeah, as far as that, put down the guns and pull up your pants. You ain't saying shit that they ain't already heard, nigga. That shit is foreign to them. Nigga, you got to lay there and say something that's relevant, something that's gonna really put, you know what I'm saying, something in their mind and they understanding to where it's if, okay, since you tell us to put the guns down, this, that, another, what you got for us to do? How can you connect us to something? You know, how can you just, you know what I'm saying, pretty much, link us to something, you know, to where it's if we can look like you, we can ride like you know what I'm saying, or anywhere similar. At the time I pull up your pants and put down the guns, stay there sucker shit all the time, man. Them young boys ain't listening to that shit because, you know, one thing for sure. This generation right here, these young generation, it's a generation that's coming right behind them. And ain't no telling, they may be more vicious than the generation that doing all the, you know, crazy stuff and carjacking the young guys right now. Hey, the generation up under them, if y'all don't watch it, you know what I'm saying, and try to pull some of these guys together, you know, hey, those older guys who running their mouth, you know, hey, man, they may be more vicious, so all that flashing and shit you doing and shit, then the motherfucker that's gonna lay your ass down. They don't give a fuck who you is, or who you work for, or where in the fuck you come from. Them gonna be the motherfuckers that lay your ass down because they figure like, man, we don't know him. You know what I'm saying? So those dudes, the generation, you know what I'm saying, up under them, the 10 years old, because the 10, 11, they already out there, you know, but those, when they get to be 14, 15, 16, man, keep on with that bullshit. Man, you know, they gonna get down on your ass, man. They don't give a fuck who you connected with, man, because that's how they rolling. That's how they rolling, and that's how they will roll. So I am not an advocate to say, hey, man, put the guns down. But when I do see the youngsters, you know, and they be like, hey, man, what's up, pimping? What's up, OG? You know, I mean, pretty much, man, I give them a few words, man. They be like, what's what? So I be telling them like, man, listen here, man. Hey, the closed game, if y'all got down on this here, because it's certain entrepreneur, you know what I'm saying, avenues that I can go down or I roll down, you know, that I done been in, that I know besides the streets, man. Like I say, I put it all together, man, you know what I'm saying, and hook that shit up like gumbo, man, and come out like goddamn it, voila, for stroke, you know what I'm saying? So motherfuckers be talking about, man, what do I do? Hey, man, so what you doing for? So what you been doing? I just tell them, man, of my business, and they get the point. So when they get the point, they say, hey, man, whatever you been doing, keep doing what you're doing, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, man, you always been down and doing what you do. I don't sit there and explain myself or this, that, and other, man. Because I don't know what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Because the same thing I tell them, and when they see somebody else, they like, man, yeah, I ran to Ray Lee, you know, this, that, and other. They be like, yeah, what he been doing? And they'll say the same shit and be passing on to some and add some other shit on, you know what I'm saying? Pretty much, but hey, man, that's how it go. Like I say, a lot of guys just want to take the credit for Chicago and take the credit, you know, for certain things which the other guys is dead and gone. They can't tell a story, you know what I'm saying? So now these dudes want to be like they the face of this here. Same like stepping. Stepping around here used to be, you know, I mean, it's an art. It's a lot of dudes around here was good steppers. A lot of them died, and a lot of them still around here. A lot of them just didn't step no more. They done something, but they took stepping to a whole nother level. Whole nother level. It's like crazy, you know what I'm saying, with all this mixing and matching and all this old shit, you know what I'm saying? It's like going to the motherfucking Food for Less. You know, you get this, you get that, but you know, you got to mix and match in order to get this price. Hey, man, listen here, man. I understand these dudes doing what they doing. That's the new generation. Call it that the new wave shit. Don't be acting like you've been doing this shit 40 or 50 motherfucking years, cause motherfucker, you haven't really been out there for sure. All this old goofy ass dancing y'all be doing the bump and shit, doing with some steps and shit, and sliding and all that old shit, that ain't stepping, man. And then for those who try to count out Cousin Danny and, you know, Al McCormick, those original dungeon DJs. So all that shit, talking y'all was the face of stepping. Y'all know who I is. You know, pretty much you already know. To sit down and be trying to talk about, oh man, you know, Sam Chapman, this, that, another. Man, yeah, Sam Chapman, he done this thing. He was out there pretty much. But Cousin Danny was the face of the Crystal Palace. That's what it was before it's the Palladium South. You heard? Yeah. At the dungeon, because, you know, I'm from the low end, but when I moved out to the hundreds, hey, you know, it was like a country scene, you would think, you know, because the atmosphere and the living quarters, you know what I'm saying? Because the white people were still out there. But man, you know what I'm saying? For sure, hey man, them dudes knew how to step. They knew how to dress. You know what I'm saying? These dudes know how to lay their fires. See, a lot of them cats, they don't know, you know, fires how to dress. They learn how to dress from other people, but you can put on a funny looking hat in the suit and you still ain't that kind of nigga. So dudes be like, man, you like a pimp, man. They'll start laughing and grinning. Oh, you know how we do it. No, we don't know how we do it. Just be yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? I can walk in a club just like this here. Nigga, I get known. I'm known by the known and the unknown. Those who know me and those who try to get to know me and those who ask somebody who I am, you know what I'm saying? That's how they kind of like know of me. I don't try to look for no shine and none of that shit, you know what I'm saying? I don't even like the tension when I go out like that because I tell them I ain't no pimp. The pimp niggas over there, because they be want to take pictures and shit. I'm just a fly dressing motherfucker, been like that all my life, you heard? But those dudes who wear all the 5 colors and shit and, you know, go to 2-3 parties and wear the real big ass hats and shit and tilted, want to look like this. Sometimes I jump up on these motherfucking braids, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, and I be from the suave motherfucking house, you heard me? For sure. That's just how I roll, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, me, myself, I know how to flip it, you know what I'm saying? Files when I want to dress and be like this here, I be like this, I be conservative, I be like that, you know what I'm saying? And straight like however I want to be, pretty much, but knowing that I'm myself. I ain't trying to get nothing for nobody else. It been dressing in my family all my life. All my life, my mama, my brothers, everybody, and I come from a family of 9, you know? Mama still around 94, get around like 64, you know? I'm 59, be 60, you know what I'm saying? But been around like, you know what I'm saying, almost 70. If I was with here, advanced kid, advanced. See, when you advance, then you see some things as you grew up. And when you grew up, you know what I'm saying, Files, you don't know. Files, man, life didn't come with no instructions. Pretty much, it's just the grace of God that had kind of protect me, although the things that I was doing, pretty much, but shit, I got knowledge to where it's if, man, I'm able to lay that files in, hey man, you know, educate files my son, even though if he tried to go astray, at least I gave it to him, pretty much to let him know, hey, listen here, this ain't what's happening. And a lot of people, they don't even try to be with their kids. They just come and see them. Don't want to spend no time or spend money, you know, pretty much. They don't give a fuck. They just come around, leave it to the mama. Drop them a few dollars. Man, I take care of my son high and low, pretty much. Make sure he got everything. Everything that he want, that he didn't want, that he gonna need. However, that's how I am. You know what I'm saying? I treat him like how I treat myself, pretty much. A lot of these cats, they just leave, you know what I'm saying, leave their kid and see them this, that, another, and then wonder why they ain't got no relationship with them, or wonder why they locked up because, you know, you haven't been there, you know, hand and foot. You know, this is the time you gotta be hand and foot. See, it's different from like maybe 25 years back, you know, it's different if 30 years back, it's different now. This today, you know what I'm saying, they can get caught up just like that. They ain't even got to do the crime. All they got to do is be with a stupid motherfucker, and it could be 3 of them, and one of them do something, and they all got a case. Straight like that, man, you know? So for you so-called pimp niggas that want to run up and talk about all this Don Juan, this, that, another, hey, he doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? The man, he doing his thing. But man, do your thing, man. Be yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? If that's the case, why don't y'all get together and say, hey, man, we gonna go state to state. Man, all of us, man, that's got some knowledge, man, you know what I'm saying? And talk to these brothers and this, that, another. But y'all ain't gonna do that there. Y'all too fucking scary. Too fucking scary, nigga. You know? Yeah. So, for all you other chumps, you know what I'm saying? That talking about, man, if the old man got out, they wouldn't listen to him. Let me tell you, young motherfucker, something. You don't know what the fuck, goddamn it, files, you know, they would listen to. That's some shit you shouldn't even answer. When the motherfucker asks you that question about that shit, that's some shit, man, you tell him go to the next question, man, because you don't know what the fuck you talking about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the time of files, they want to listen, man. You don't know what the fuck they'll do, man, because if he got good education for these people, good information, man, hey, man, all ears on deck, man. You know what I'm saying? Each one teach one, and you can best believe the circle be pulled together, man. You know what I'm saying? For sure, you know? So all that shit, man, you run in your mouth anytime you motherfucker ask you a question, you know what I'm saying, about the old man, hey, man, go to the next motherfucking question. Don't be on that fucking YouTube and internet and shit, man, because you never know when you'll pass through that motherfucking jail, man. So y'all talk that motherfucking shit about, oh, man, you know what I'm saying, fuck that, I'm this, I'm that. But let me tell you something, when you niggas go to that jail, man, it's a whole different process. That's a whole different inside world. But you know what? The shit that you do out here and the shit, goddamn it, that you was saying out here, man, don't think, goddamn it, motherfucker won't make that phone call to the street or motherfucker send that kite up in there and find out where you at and then let it be known, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Files, what's what, how you lay there, files, and, you know what I'm saying, discredit this, you know, certain things by saying certain things. I put it like that, you know? Yeah, you niggas know y'all talk that shit, but when you step up in that motherfucking not county jail, but not go to the max joint, you niggas goddamn it gonna get on board for sure. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no guns in that motherfucker, man. And this niggas goddamn it got knives and all this old bullshit, man. Niggas got ice picks, everything, nigga, already. You know what I'm saying? So when you come through that motherfucker, they gonna find out wherever you from and nigga what you been doing, and they gonna listen to you. But nigga, they already got your file because some of them is clerks that, you know, inmates is clerks when they work in there. So they already know. And they call to the street and ask, did such and such know you and what you been doing out there? Nigga, they already got a report. And you can best believe, nigga, sometimes you come up missing in that motherfucker for sure, nigga. Yeah. So all that goofy shit you young niggas doing, man, you know what I'm saying, man? Y'all can kind of like, man, you know, brace yourself, man. Try to connect with some of these brothers, man. I understand, man, the situation is hard, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, but don't rob your sisters and brothers and carjack them, man. I'm not condoning anything, man. But, man, I tell you one thing. If I was going to do the shit, then therefore, man, it's like this here. I would lay there files and pretty much, man, you know what I'm saying, go outside, you know what I'm saying, and fuck with them foreigners, man, you know, pretty much. Yeah. I mean, that's just how it go, you know what I'm saying, with me. But one thing for sure, man, if you don't lay there files, man, and take care of your kids, man, then they gonna grow up to be like this here, man. You know what I'm saying? The generation that's before them, man. So, hey, man, with that being said, for you youngsters out there, man, take care of your kids. Don't be like because your daddy was like this here. You know what I'm saying? Your daddy was like this here, then he left you out here. Man, be better than him, man. Regardless, man, because you don't want your kid to look at you and then he gangbanging too. You know? Sometimes, man, you don't have a chance, man. When you get caught that first time, man, hey, man, that sentence can get you, man, get you 40, 50, get you 100 years to get your life sentence, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man. When I see some of these young cats, man, you know, I try to talk to them a little bit, man. I can't talk to a whole group. They say, yeah, you right. OG, yeah, you right, you know. But still and all, you know what I'm saying, they gonna do what they do, but I don't keep in tune with them to talk more and more. They have to keep in tune with me because I be doing so much other shit. I be trying to lay there files and get down with my son files, man, you know, even though I don't see him every day because the type of relationship me and his mama got, she be on something else, so I got to deal with that, you know what I'm saying? So when he do come, you know what I'm saying, pretty much, I done been with him walking from day one. Day one, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Hey, videos, pictures, everything from baby all the way up until now. He 14. You know what I'm saying? I got hundreds of pictures, hundreds of videos from step by step, everything, you know what I'm saying, to show him how his childhood was, Man, bought him everything. I'm talking about files, man, gym shoes, clothes. I don't buy him no one pair. He get like 2-3 pairs, you know what I'm saying, every other month, pretty much whatever he want. I don't just, whatever he asks for, I kind of like have my input as far as what I feel that's necessary and we agree upon. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what's right for some kids. Some kids, they just go on what they see, what the next person got, and I try to let them know, hey, don't be no follower, be a leader. However, yeah. So let me see. Pretty much, I ain't finna say too much, really. You know what I'm saying? Because therefore, oh, another thing about these guys, right? Some of these guys that I know, right? Yeah, it's cool that you've been into a rehab, you got clean, all that shit, right? You know what I'm saying? But these niggas try to really act like, man, they so motherfucking fly the way as if, man, listen here, they still got habits. A motherfucker still got habits, you know what I'm saying? The way as if, man, these motherfuckers, whether you got a cigarette habit, whatever, you still got a habit, you know what I'm saying? You mean death in the middle, I don't understand. The motherfucker cigarettes say, hey, the cigarette people say, hey, this give you cancer. This shit killed you. Hey, man, we put more nicotine in this motherfucker to get you out hooked. We goddamn it, we done this. And goddamn it, and it's still on the market. And not only that, they going up $12, $14, $15 a pack. And not only that, the Chinese making them bootleg and shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, motherfuckers selling them goddamn it cheaper. But it seems like, regardless of the motherfucking Surgeon General put the warning on the motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers still want to smoke that shit. It's like, I ain't dead yet, so give me 2 more packs. Give me 3 more packs. It's like they trying to meet death. Man, if it's something that goddamn it, files I have knowledge of, even though people may say, oh, well, you drink, I drink top shelf, but I casual. I ain't no everyday drinker. It's a time and a place for that shit, and I got a limit, nigga, you know what I'm saying? It's a limit, and I ain't no motherfucking drinker like that, man, you know what I'm saying? So for sure, man, but it's like you're meeting death in the middle, you know what I'm saying? It's not like, oh, okay, you quit the drugs, but you fucking with the cigarettes. Man, motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, habits is fucked up, you know what I'm saying? And I don't get it. I can't wrap my mind around it because I figure like, man, all you gotta do is manipulate your mind, be psychological, man. Manipulate your mind, you know what I'm saying? Just, put in your mind that you visit to the doctor, you know what I'm saying? And the doctor say, hey, man, if you don't quit smoking in a certain amount of time, you're gonna die. Okay, manipulate your mind and flip your mind. But they figure that ain't reality, so I can't go that route. Man, you know what I'm saying? But you still smoking. You know what I'm saying? You still smoking. And you paying for death. It's like you paying for the shit. You paying to die, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Because you still, goddamn it, files huffing and puffing, and goddamn it, can't run a motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, 2 blocks without huffing and puffing and shit. You know what I'm saying? Man, listen here, that shit is crazy. Hey, man, don't get into no fight with no motherfucker, man, because out there, nigga, you better bring your motherfucking asthma pump, man. You know what I'm saying? For sure, man. That's why I tell these motherfuckers, all this old tough shit, and for these niggas that like to overeat and shit, Yeah, these niggas that like to overeat. Stomach, goddamn it, this motherfucking big. You know what I'm saying? And motherfucker go to sleep. Man, let these girls feed them like that, you know what I'm saying, files, and they be like a fucking hog and shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, eggs, bacon, and toast. I eat once a day, you know what I'm saying? As well as, I eat in moderation, But I don't eat all this old bullshit out here, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no vegetarian, If I eat pork, that's every blue moon. That's like a pizza or something, But, like I said, got to take care of yourself, you know what I'm saying? All these older cats, my age and older running around here, they still want to, like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like they celebrities, Man, I don't give a fuck. However, you know what I'm saying? I ain't no motherfucking fan. You know what I'm saying? None of this shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no fucking groupie. Goddamn, if a motherfucker gave me $1 million right now to sing a whole song, I couldn't even do it, man. Because I don't even have no room in my mind for that shit, man. You can put on a song and I can sing with it. You know what I'm saying? And you know how some words may sound like this, but you don't say the words like, you know, how it go. You know what I'm saying? The word can sound like, you know what I'm saying, I came, you know, but you'll be saying I aim, you know, shit like that, right? So when you're singing the song, you know what I'm talking about? Man, I don't know word for shit, man. I don't even have no room for that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? My mind, goddamn, if I was have room for real shit, man, you know, straight like that. Uh, that's about it for right now, man. You know, I just continue to drop, you know, and as I go, hey, but my aim is that a lot of these niggas, and I'm gonna show y'all something, you know, about how these niggas be lying and shit. Some motherfuckers be talking about I ain't never fuck with the drugs or this, that, and another. They saying that on today's video, right? But go pull them videos from way back, you know, like 5, 6, 7 years ago. They gonna talk about, oh yeah, I used to fuck with this, I used to fuck with the drugs, I stopped fucking with this here, you know. But on today's video, they saying something different. So I'm gonna pull it too so y'all can see who's saying this and who not saying this here. Who's saying this and who not saying this here? Who's saying that they didn't fuck with the drugs, they never fuck with the drugs today? And who's saying back then how they fuck with the drugs, you know what I'm saying? And how, you know, they have stopped, they've been fucking with the drugs 15 years. I'm gonna show you that. I'm gonna prove that to you know what I'm saying? Hey man, straight facts, you know. Yeah. You know, so with those guys that be trying to lay their files and impress these women and ever, man, you know what I'm saying? It's cool. It's hard to find a good woman probably now. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. But at the same token, I don't be seeking, you know, and I don't mislead no women, you know, pretty much. I don't do that, you know. If I kick it with you today, that don't mean I'm going to kick it with you tomorrow. It depends. We vibing. We kick it. We, you know, and we end up going together, not because we put it together, you know what I'm saying? You be my lady and I be your man. I don't say shit like that. We just roll. You know what I'm saying? Until we don't roll no more. You know, to me, a relationship is like something materialistic. That's how I see it. That's just, you know, my view. A relationship is something like materialistic. It only lasts just as long as you maintain it. However you maintain it, that's how long it's going to last. And the condition of it will last. It can last for a very, very long time. But you know what I'm saying? When you can't maintain it no more, and you know what I'm saying, it's just like a car, you know, when it's broke and you can't fix it, then therefore it's over. It's over. Me, myself, you know, I mean, I just don't get off into mislead nobody. And therefore, you know, you can grow apart from somebody, whatever, but I ain't gonna drop it like it hot, you know, this, that, another. What I do, you know, what I would do in my case, I just stopped doing less and less and less, and you know, less and less, less and less. See, sometimes you won't even find out I'm doing less and less, and when you find out I'm doing less and less, it may take a whole year for you find out like I ain't doing this with you no more, I ain't doing that with you no more, I ain't doing that with you no more. And then when you say, oh, well, you ain't been doing this and you ain't been doing that, and you ain't been doing this and you ain't been doing that, I'd be like, how long did it take for you to figure that shit out? So at that time, I probably was, you know what I'm saying, bagging up off a motherfucker, really. You know what I'm talking about? You know? And they didn't know that there. Instead of like, files, you know, something go down and then bam, you know what I'm saying? No. If when I see some shit, you know what I'm saying, I see goddamn how things is, and I see like, man, you know, this shit here, you know what I'm saying, it's been, you know, too long coming to where as if, man, you know, hey, I just be less silent, less talkative. I'm a responder. So if I fuck with you, you know, and you reach out for my hand, yeah, you know, my hand is there, but nevertheless, you know what I'm saying, I reach for yours, you know what I'm saying? So if you're not paying attention to that, I can remind you all that, and you know what I'm saying, when you do the math, you know, and you'll see. Motherfucker, I was thinking while you was sleeping, pretty much, you know. Because sometimes some women, they go through some things, menopause, they go through a whole lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? I done been in relationships to know how shit go. But nevertheless, I'm gonna be tripping off no motherfucker female. I don't give a fuck who she fuck with after me. You know what I'm saying? Because where a motherfucker with me, or whenever, whoever been with me, you know what I'm saying, in a lifetime, you know what I'm saying, my past relationship, they shine because of me. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't no trick nigga to go buy a motherfucker this and buy a motherfucker that. But at the same token, if you fucking with me, you know what I'm saying, and I'm laying there looking fly and shit and wearing minks to the floor and shit, you know what I'm saying? You definitely can't wear no leather jacket fucking with me. But you got to have, you know what I'm saying, the notion to want to have the shit. Not saying, okay, you can't afford that shit, but you able to lay there, you know what I'm saying, and maintain your bills and do whatever. So I look out for people that don't ask me for shit. Cause ain't no sense of motherfucking a female thinking, yeah, I spoke about this here, you know, just cause we kicking and we fucking. Hey, your pussy ain't no more important than my motherfucking dick. Never that shit, you know what I'm saying? Because goddamn it, files, I execute all type of games. I'll show you how we can get some money without, but nevertheless, I ain't gonna let them take you to no store and all that old bullshit, cause I ain't come in the door of the relationship like that. I definitely don't, you know, ain't going out the door of the relationship like that, because how you come in the door, that's how you go out the door. If you come in like a trick, you go out like a trick. You can't say in the middle of the race like, hey, you know, I ain't doing this no more. I've been doing this. Hey, that's how you come in the door. So keep it moving, nigga, or bail out. Nigga, shit. Nigga, motherfucker think I ain't smart, nigga. I'm always smart from the start, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn it, files. I always stay too deep, double-breasted. You know what I'm saying? Because something I like about this one, and sometimes I like something I like about that one. But at the same token, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, the second one, you know what I'm saying, is different from the first one. But at the same token, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I can't say they even Steven. But at the same token, I may move one around or I may add another one. You know what I'm saying? All depends. But the ones that I do add, they already know. It's not no everyday thing like the first one. You know what I'm saying? You just, I wouldn't say a runner up. You just there. You got a chance to get it the fuck on, because I know goddamn it, files, I don't believe everything a female just tell me. You know what I'm saying? I pay attention, and therefore I leave a motherfucking room to do what the fuck they do, nigga. You know what I'm saying? For sure. You know, that way goddamn it, files, man, you know what I'm saying? When it's time for you to exit, goddamn it, files, I don't think about you. You wade in my motherfucking rearview mirror. You so motherfucking father way as if I can't even see you. And when I don't see you no more, goddamn it, it's over. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, goddamn it, files, just you finish. You finish. You know what I'm saying? So I'll see you out. Ain't no